All right, Chipola sports fans, we are here with three members of the national runner-up softball team and the state runner-up softball team and the Panhandle Championship team. I have Allie Clegg, Sydney McLean, and Amy Woodham. And girls, you just got back from St. George, Utah, where there's no humidity, and you're back in the sticky South. So, Allie, why don't you just tell us about your experience out in St. George, Utah?
It was different, and my nose was very dry because of the weather. But other than that, it was cool, like playing in a different scenario.
In the mountains, kind of.
Yeah.
What do you think about our performance, Sydney?
I think we did awesome. Coming from that one loss and then winning all those games until that second championship game with Temple.
Yeah, we won the first game, we lost the second game, and then we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row, which is just unheard of.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So, what do you think happened in the game that we lost, Sydney?
I just don't think we executed. We had we saw their first pitcher and we kind of, she was a challenge, but we got the runs in, and then a totally new pitcher had a drop ball, and it was hard to see that one. So I guess it was just.
And that's what pitching is all about, is a new little wrinkle. Woodham, what do you think about the trip out there? I know you're disappointed. We wanted you to bring home the big trophy,
Yes.
but we're so proud of y'all.
It was definitely fun, but like Allie said, it was very dry. I got a nosebleed within the first
Oh my gracious.
5 minutes of practice, the very first day. But it was a very fun experience, and it was something to look forward
Good.
to.
Well, we're just absolutely so proud of y'all. I want you to tell everyone where you're from. Allie, where are you from?
Leesburg, Georgia.
Okay. Sid?
I'm also from Leesburg, Georgia.
Okay. Did y'all play together?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We grew up together.
Oh, awesome.
Sadly.
And
And I'm
Woodham?
from Slocum, Alabama.
Slocum, Alabama, which is just, is that below Dothan, beside Dothan?
Both, a little bit.
Around,
About 45 minutes
around
away.
Dothan somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Are y'all freshmen or sophomores?
Freshman.
Y'all are freshmen, so are y'all coming back?
Yes.
Okay, you sure? You're
Yeah.
all coming back. Okay.
Yes.
And for those of y'all that don't know, the softball team works harder than any other team on campus. I think they practice year round. They turn over tractor tires. They run in ditches. They pull on big ropes. It is
True
an absolute.
story.
It's kind of like American Ninja Warrior. I know it's probably the toughest thing that you guys have ever done, but you can't argue with results because the Hendrices, as I call them, know what they're doing, and they know how to get people ready and know how to get people in shape. Let's talk about the season. This is one of the best seasons in the history of Chipola softball. We had a run there where we won how much? We won 40. We won the first 44 games of the season, which is just incredible. I don't think anybody was within 10 of us in the whole country. So, Sydney, talk about that incredible run.
It was awesome. We were all kind of, nobody was nervous going to play. I think that's why we did so good. It was kind of just another game. That's how Mr. and Miss made it seem. It's just a game. Don't be too hard on yourself, So I think everybody was kind of just laid back and we just did what we do.
Right. And now, Woodham, who was our first loss to? Was it to Gulf Coast?
It was Gulf Coast,
Yeah,
bottom
so-
of the seventh with 2 outs, I
Okay,
think.
so they barely got us, on one hit very late, and I got to tell you, we wanted a perfect season, but I almost think the coaches were kind of glad that we went ahead and got it out of our system, so that we saw that we could be beaten. I do think it made us a better team for
I
sure.
agree.
So we had that great 44-0 run. We were at the top of the state and national polls the whole year, and we had some visitors from the East that came in and played at our field. Allie, tell us about playing the Chinese national team.
That was different. It was so cool seeing or hearing them the way they play softball and communicate during softball. And one girl gave me food.
Are you
Chinese
serious?
food.
Oh, y'all exchanged gifts at the beginning of the show. At the
Yeah,
beginning
but
of the
they didn't
game,
have
right?
any gifts for us. But I was doing the water hose,
Uh-huh.
and it was near their dugout, and she was like, "Here, try this," or in their language. But
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, Amy, you're a pitcher. They were doing something with their pitching that it was kind of bothering us because I think their rules were a little different. Tell us what was going on there.
Here in America, you can't crow hop.
Okay.
And
Well, now, what does that mean when you're pitching?
both feet can't come off the ground. at the
Okay,
same
so
time.
when you release the ball, both feet have to
Just
be on
one
the
has to be on the ground.
One foot has to be
Yes.
on the ground.
And for Chinese, neither one of them.
So
at
they
one point
they
did
actually jumped up in the air with both feet
Yes.
and flung the ball.
Yes.
Wow. So that was different. So
Yes.
it was definitely an advantage.
it makes you throw a little harder probably.
Okay.
So.
All right. So what did y'all think about playing those girls? I mean, that's the chance of a lifetime. I
That
mean,
was awesome.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was so cool. Just
Yeah.
watching them do their little warm up thing.
Yeah,
We're
that's
normally
cool.
not supposed to watch their team
Uh-huh.
to make them think that we're like paying attention to
Right.
them, you know. But Mister was like, "Yep, we can watch this one
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
want to see."
All I remember is they were incredibly disciplined, and it looked like they just had
Yes.
everything completely planned out.
Yeah, it was something nobody else could say they did.
Right, right. That's amazing. And I can't believe that, you know, of all the places in the world to come and play, they
I
came to
know.
Mariana to
Yeah.
play Chipola. That
Yes.
speaks volumes, you know, about our program. So we're just really, really so proud of the season and of you guys. And for those of you that don't know, the girls call them Mr. and Miss. That is, Belinda Hendricks is the head coach and Jimmy Hendricks is the associate head coach, and they just call them Mr. and Miss for short. And what do y'all call Kelly?
Coach
Kelly.
Kelly.
Coach Kelly. All right, we call her Aunt Kelly around here, but anyway, it's a great family setting, and they're like, you know, the kids that they get onto every day and make them clean their room and stuff. But they're tough coaches. They expect a lot of y'all, and y'all really live up to it. So we're so proud of y'all this year. If you could tell us one thing that you learned from your first year at Chipola, something you learned from this season, what would it be?
A lot, but I've never been pushed as hard as I have been
Uh-huh.
here. And I've learned a lot about, like, the game, like, different situations in the game. And
Mhm.
I don't think there's any situation of the game where I wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, because when the ball is hit, you got to be ready to make that next move. And I think they do a good job of
Yeah.
getting you all prepared for all those things. What about
It
you,
was
Sid?
very challenging. You know, they pushed us to do our best to give it all we had, and if we didn't want to be there, that we weren't going to be there.
Right.
Like, they didn't want us there if we didn't want to be there.
Uh-huh.
So they pushed us to do our best, and I mean, it was just, I know that I can do more than I thought I could do.
Right.
So.
That's good. What about you, Woodham?
Well, I would say I've definitely become mentally tougher.
Uh-huh.
I'm not quite where I want to be yet, but definitely mental toughness, and I'm hoping to conquer that next year.
Okay. Are y'all saying that it was not this hard in high school?
No.
No.
It was a little more just take
It was
some
just
take
play.
some ground balls and
Yeah.
play, and
Yeah.
no turning over tractor tires and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and it wasn't as, like, I don't know how to, like, it was still just a game.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's still a game now, but it's like it's more, like, I'm more educated about
Right,
it.
right.
It wasn't just go play.
Kelly was in here last year, or the year before, and she was making up those what do you call those cards y'all have
Wrist
on your
coach.
wrist coach? Tell us about that. I was fascinated to see that graph and all those numbers and everything. Does coach call a play between every pitch?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's
Okay.
just sometimes it's like he just calls out 3 numbers and
Uh-huh.
we look like there's
It can be a pitch or it can be a pick.
there's like
Either
2
way.
numbers at the top
Uh-huh.
and then 1 number down the sides, and the first 2 numbers you look up here and then you like connect them.
Okay.
And
So
then-
just like algebra or something.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
trying to
And it's
find
like
that.
whatever the
And
thing
so he's calling an offensive play or a
there's
defensive
an
play.
offense side and defense side, so we
Okay.
have to switch it every time I go on the field. I switch it on defense
Oh.
and then come back in. I
Wow.
switch it.
I had no, I thought it was either swing or don't swing. So that's incredible. And we also heard that a lot of people steal signs, and so you have to constantly change things, because I think Kelly comes in here and changes those cards on a regular basis because they feel like, somebody's stolen them. But that's absolutely fascinating to me that all that is going on. What do y'all think about Chipola? Do y'all like being here? You like living in that beautiful dorm?
Yeah.
I mean, is it?
I do
know.
wish it was a 4-year school.
Do you really? You'd like? You could stay for 4 years. You just can't play softball
That's
for
what I
4
wish,
years.
like, softball-wise,
we'd
like-
love to have you stay for our bachelor's degree program, become a teacher or something like that. That'd be great. What about you?
I kind of wish it was in the middle of a bigger town.
Yeah,
Because there's not much to do around here. You can drive to Dothan and maybe.
It's not like we
Yeah.
have a lot of time.
This is an upgrade for me.
it's a little bigger than
Upgrade for me,
Slocum.
yes.
Because
Fast food and
we've got a
other-
McDonald's and a
Yes,
Hardee's and
yes,
Marion,
that's not 30
so-
minutes away.
Yeah, but I do think one of the reasons that some parents like for their kids to come to Chipola is because it is a kind of a quiet little town,
Yeah.
and the dorm. I mean, I think the dorms are pretty safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah, they
I
environment.
like
are.
the size. The size is really
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
The size of the college,
The dorms.
the dorm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like an apartment size. It's not like a little dorm
Yeah.
where you can just have
Right,
a bed.
right.
We have a
Now, are your goals to continue playing and maybe go on and play at a bigger school
Yeah,
somewhere?
definitely.
Okay. Have any of y'all talked to anybody yet? I mean, you don't have to tell me who, but
I haven't really yet,
okay.
cause yeah.
But that'll really pick up next year. And
Mm-hmm.
some, like Crystal signed before Christmas, right?
Mhm,
Or
yeah.
she committed to Alabama, which just blows my mind that Crystal didn't even get offers from anybody in Mississippi, and now she's going to the University of Alabama. It's like she was a sleeping giant. Man, I mean, she's obviously one of the best pitchers around. And Woodham, I want to tell you something. I know you've heard it before, but Hendricks said that you would probably be the ace on most teams, in the country. But we had, Morgan Gorey, who throws it just about as hard and just about as crooked
She can spin
as
it.
Crystal, and she's a spitter and everything. But he said, that you would have probably started, so because I know you didn't get in hundreds of innings this year, but you were a big part of the success. So we appreciate that. Well, girls, do y'all have anything else you want to say to all of our adoring fans out there on YouTube and watching Chipola College Television?
Thank you for supporting us.
All right. Well, very nice to meet y'all. Again, Allie Clegg, Sydney McLean, and Amy Woodham, members of the state runner-up team and the national runner-up team, and obviously one of the best junior college softball teams in America. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.